Hey guys, it's Brian here again, and about to start this series on staying on budget. And this will be a three-part series where I'm going to discuss the approaches and the sort of the mental space that we're in as a web development company when it comes to staying on budget and keeping our clients' projects on budget, and also keeping projects on budget for marketing directors that we partner with along with their clients, as well as graphic design firms and anyone that we tend to partner with in the web development project world. The first topic really when it comes to staying on budget is good documentation. You know, I find in my experience when it comes to projects, the projects that tend to go over budget and the projects that tend to get out of hand didn't have a really good spec in the beginning of the project. We didn't really understand what the client wanted, and the client didn't really understand what we were delivering. So how do we overcome this? How have we learned as a development company to improve the process of speccing out a project in the beginning? Well, one of the ways that we've done that is to identify that the initial document we receive from a client is never the spec that we have to go based off. We call that document the business requirements document. That's the, hey, this is what I want document. Well, we never stop there. We never quote on that document. We never create a whole project on that document. What we do is we go back to the client in question and we come back with questions. We come back with scenarios. We come back with challenges to that business requirements document. And that document that we come back with, we call the procedural requirements document. And that procedural requirements document will say, okay, great, well, you said you wanted a calendar. What do you want this calendar to do? Do you want this calendar to automatically email people when an event is added to the calendar? What do you exactly want this calendar to do? Based on those questions, there might be a little bit of back and forth, but eventually we come up with a final spec. And that final spec is what we use to create our quote and to create the scope for the project, which is the first step in staying on budget. Stick around, we're going to have two more blog posts and vlogs on this subject, and I think it will really give you an insight into how we as a development company try to address this issue with going over budget. Of course, it's not always a bad thing to go over budget. Sometimes you're delivering more because the client is asking for more, and that's okay. But it's always a problem when it's a surprise or when the client feels like, well, maybe this isn't exactly what I signed up for in the beginning. So stay tuned, hope you enjoy the series.